Hello and welcome to class. My name is Cindy Shelton and I'll be your instructor. I wanted to show you around the course shell and the way I've designed it and the way I think it's best interacted with. So a couple ways to get to the course. One way is through Ashlyn's website, and so through my path and then to Blackboard. The other way, the direct way, is elearning.kctcs.edu. That's the other direct link to Blackboard. So once in Blackboard, you'll click on your courses, and you should see a list of your current courses. If you do not, you may have to do the drop down and find them, but probably you'll see your current courses. So we're going to look at College Algebra online class, and this is what your course should look like when open, except you should see your name instead. All right, and then you can see everyone in your course, so that's kind of nice if you want to interact with your classmates, maybe set up some study sessions or just have someone kind of going through the same journey with you to bounce off your thoughts, your frustrations, or your happiness, whatever that may be. But anyway, you can see who's in your course with you. The two things I mainly use along the left-hand side would be the Blackboard Collaborate and the announcements. So Blackboard Collaborate is really just our personal classroom. And I just love this feature of Blackboard. I don't know if you've used it much, but I love it and I like to use it. If you're open to using the Collaborate and meeting with me, I welcome you. So throughout the semester, I'll set up times and I'll say, hey, I'm going to be in our classroom. You can come in person to the real classroom if that's what you're thinking, but you're also welcome to this classroom. And our classroom is just right here. You join the course room, and it takes you straight up to a platform where we can meet together. I want you to notice that along the bottom you'll see the default is that I can't see you, so you can share your webcam if you like, and then I can't hear you, so you have to unmute yourself if we're going to talk. But those are there for you if you want to be more quiet in the classroom and just listen to a lecture or something if I'm meeting with a group, or if you want to interact, which I hope you will. But you don't have to. This course does not require that. A lot of my students like to be like the individuality of just working along on their own, and that is fine. But know that I am available as needed. So that's where I can meet you. If I ever say, hey, let's meet and collaborate, that's what I'm talking about. Then the other place is announcements. I use this one a lot. I make announcements. I try to make a weekly announcement, usually on Wednesday, just as a routine, so you kind of expect that. Anytime I make an announcement, it's going to also be copied to your email. And I know sometimes you can get kind of lost in that email, so this is a handy place to go back to see any announcements I've made. And they're saved together in one place. So don't forget that's there. It's usually, if you have any questions about the course, it's probably answered in announcements or in this video that I'm making, which I'll also save there in the announcements as well. Along the top, you'll see messages. I'm not as good at answering the messages there, so please contact me directly at cindy.shelton@kctcs.edu. My email is on my cell phone. I see it immediately. I'm able to answer much quicker an email. The messages, I have to log into Blackboard, and I don't see those immediately. So sometimes it's a day or something. I've just not even realized I had something in messages. So try not to use that. I'm just not as good with that. I prefer the email. Also, I don't use this gradebook. I use the Mylabs Gradebook. So keep that in mind. So really, you don't need to do much up here. You'll interact down the middle screen. Everything you need is listed here. Like I said, I use the Mylab Math Gradebook, so you can always see your grade. Your grade is right here at any time. It's updated throughout the semester. You can see how it's calculated, how the points are laid out. You have homework, quizzes, and 2 tests. There's a midterm and a final. They're each worth 20% of your grade. So that'll show here. And then anything you've done in the class is listed. So you can always click on that and kind of review your work. If you take a quiz, and you can take them over before the deadline, you can review how you did right here. Everything is listed in this grade book. So make sure you make use of that. That's a handy link, and I hope you use it a lot throughout the semester to review your work and to keep track of how you're doing in the course. Also, we have this Mylab Math link, which links to all the assignments in the course. You can see all assignments here. Everything is listed and its due date. You'll notice there's the syllabus quiz. That's the first thing I'll ask you to do in the course. That will be due the first Friday of the course. And then there's some optional review material. Chapter R is kind of the intermediate or pre-algebra material. Very helpful for this course, especially if it's been a few days since you took a math course, or if you say, hey, I'm struggling with factoring or with adding polynomials. There's probably a review materials topic on that. Then we get into the actual assignments that are due and counted towards your gradebook. So here we see 1.1. That's the first section we'll cover officially, and then you'll have a quiz. You'll always have a quiz, a weekly quiz over whatever sections we cover. You can work ahead, so feel free to do that as time allows. Okay, and also you can see your textbook. You did pay a little extra course fee for this course. It was included, and it allows you to use all of these supplements you see here, but the textbook is there as well. So if you wonder, where is my textbook? There it is. You can also get a hard copy if that helps you. Some students like to have a hard copy of the textbook. That is up to you. That's optional. And those are the main two things in that tab that you use. Okay, so really I should start right here. The course information, it clearly says start here, right? So this is where all the syllabus and information about the course is listed. And I do want you to start there whenever you open this course. Go through each one of these tabs. It will take you a few minutes, so please allow some time to do that and get acquainted with the course. And all your courses that you take, you should have this tab and look through it. It's a little bit about me, a little bit about you, and then I'll save this video in navigating the course, so you can always find it there. Here's where your syllabus and course calendar is. This is another place that tells you the due dates for all the assignments. Let's look at that. So each week is laid out. It's a weekly calendar. The first week you should be looking at Chapter R as needed, the review chapter. And then the official material starts in 1.1. So section 1.1, you can look at it in your textbook. You can go to the online video to see the class lecture, but somehow you want to do some learning before you jump into the homework. That's very important as we go throughout the semester. It's tempting just to say, I'm just going to jump into the homework, but it's time better spent if you do the lecture first, learn the material, take good notes, and then attempt the homework. So there will be a 1.1 homework and a quiz. Everything is due normally on Mondays, the following Monday. That allows you the weekend to work as well as Monday to get back to the work week. And if you have questions, you can ask me. I'm usually available if you send me an email and need some help over the weekend. But I reserve the right to take the weekend off if something is going on, so it's possible that I get back with you on the Monday. But usually, like I said, I'm usually available on the weekends. So most things are due, therefore I made the due date on Monday midnight. So that's how the flow of the class will go. When you read the syllabus, you're going to learn that you have one deadline extension you can request throughout the semester. Try not to use it. Save it, in case something comes up. But that is the syllabus rule. If you miss a Monday deadline, send me an email and say, hey, I missed this Monday deadline. Do you care to give me my 1 week extension? And so I can do that one time throughout the semester. That's the rule for the class. And then, of course, there's your syllabus and other things. Please look through all of that. Okay, I'll collapse that again. And then once you get all of that, that's kind of the housekeeping note of how the class runs and the nuts and bolts of the class. But then the material starts here. Here are the modules you'll see laid out in weekly form each week. You can interact. Here's the review. Like I said, that's optional, but every module kind of looks the same. You have an overview that tells you what's in the module. Then you have some notes. Sometimes the notes are in with my videos as well. So, but here it's aside, it looks like. What the goals and objectives are, and then you have the videos, the classroom videos. So I have recorded what you normally would have experienced in my classroom if you were here in person. And I do always welcome you to come in person. If you would like to attend some classes in person, you're welcome to do that. But this would be an example of a day in lecture. So I have the lecture videos here. And then you have, after that, some optional practice. Remember that the rocket ship always takes you out to the other tab to do the Mylab work. So that's what that looks like. And then R.4 and so on. And then wrap up. Okay, let's look at week 1. Week 1, again, they all kind of look the same. You have the overview, then you have the lecture. Here's 1.1, the lecture. Notice here I do have the notes with it. So you go 3 little dots. You can download the lecture notes to follow along as you listen to the lecture video. And then some of the sections, some of the modules have these sample problems. So those are just extra. Always look for those. If you're having trouble with one of your homework problems, I may have a video. And if I don't, let me know and I'll add a video anytime you need one. This is another way. Some students prefer this or like this in addition to, and it's the books lectures, the books supplement. So you can see there's some, I think these are the videos and then these are animations. But anyway, read the textbook, watch the video, look at the animations. Some examples are from each section. So some students find that helpful. Just make sure you're doing at least one of those, one or both of those, either listening to the lecture or listening to the books materials before you jump to the homework. So here's the homework, 1.1. Notice the rocket ship that always launches you out to the Mylabs platform. When you launch out to the Mylabs, you'll see that's what it looks like. It has a due date. There's always a due date listed. You can work on that unlimited times up to the due date. And please do strive to get that 100% before the due date. You can take it unlimited time, so why not? Just make sure you're kind of planning ahead. And then week 2, so on and so forth. So that's how I hope you'll interact with the class. I hope you'll reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope you'll listen to the lectures, attend the class, take good notes, and then work on the homework. Good notes will help you as you go throughout the semester. And I just wish you all the best of success. I hope you enjoyed the class and you learned some good things that help you with your future college goals. All right, best wishes.